Welcome everyone, friends and furs of all species. I'm Daisy Hyena. We're back with another episode of Winds of Change. Now, last time we had the most epic nightmare ever. We found out that, Mylus has been holding onto this blade, that this blade, absorbs souls and creates an army that's been used by the Valessa, and, we have to stop our town of Valenorth from being destroyed by the Triumvirate, and I'm forever gonna be mad that they make the supervillains hot. I don't know who decided that was supposed to be a thing, but almost every single story, every single thing, the villain is hot, and I'm pissed at that. Anyway, let's get into this. We have a friend at our door. We just woke up from getting stabbed in the gut. It's Fortimine. Oh, my best friend and Valessa's student. I remember talking about him. As my scribe, she has to train a backup, so to speak. A terrible scenario to plan for, but it had to be done. I rush over to the door and quickly unlock it. Welcoming him in, I notice a huge grin on his face. I feel relaxed. It's a brief reminder of safety.
Did you just wake up? Oh, jeez. I hope we won't be late. Don't tell me you forgot what day it is.
Okay, one, you're adorable, you look like a little stuffed animal, and I just want to hug your face. Okay, joking, according to your smile, it's a bad day. Flirty, you're here, so is it cute guy day? Hey! Whatever it is, I don't need your help, that's a douchebag. You'll have to refresh my memory. Okay, so, either we go as a friend, we're DTF, an asshole, or the obviously right thing to say. So, fuck. Part of me wants to do flirty because I'm an asshole. You're here, so let's just do it. You're here, so is it cute guy today?
Stop that. You're saying weird stuff again. I should be the one flattering you. It's your day. Something like this only happens once a generation. You're being officially inducted today. You know, the ceremony to brand you as a Cirrus?
Oh, that's cool.
It should have happened ages ago, but stuff got in the way.
Fair enough.
Let's not delay it anymore, alright? And just sign this paper before we go. Mylus wants it. Consent for the ceremony.
Alright, we're all about consent on this channel. Use the keyboard to... Oh shit! Day... Should I name myself either Daisy, or should I name myself, just to be an asshole, Protag? Y'all don't know, in my video games that I play personally, I always name myself Protag. Okay? I don't know why I got in this habit, but I just started calling myself Protag. Part of me wants to do that here. Now, for this one, if y'all think it would be better for in the future, I'd name myself Protag in these kind of games, tell me. But for today, and this game, I'll just be easy and say Daisy.
Thanks. This is exactly what I'll need. Put on something fancy. I'll wait outside.
Fancy. This is it. This is the fanciest shit. Okay. I reach out to try to stop him, but he's already gone. It's for the better, though, as he mustn't know what I saw. The only people authorized to know were Mylus and Valessa. I walk over to my wardrobe and took out to look for an outfit. As Fortimine pointed out, I'm still in my small clothes. Small clothes? What the fuck is that? This is a big day. I guess I had to dress the part. What should I wear? Elegant menswear. Beautiful dress. Menswear. Beautiful dress. I hate dresses, but sometimes I like to look like a bad bitch. I'm much more comfortable in menswear, though. So, do I either want to be a fancy bad bitch, or do I want to be a comfortable bad man bitch? Fuck it. I want something to show off my badonkadonk. Let's go for the dress. Yes, that should be a fine choice. I slip into the dress and turn back to my room. I take in everything at once. It's a huge mess. Once I meet Fortimine, we might be busy for a while. I should finish up any last minute business while I can. But at the same time, I shouldn't keep him waiting for long. Okay, I'll just look around a little bit. My cooking space is so messy, it's embarrassing. Yep. I'm glad Fortimine didn't stay and visit. It would have been a lecture after lecture. Oh, what's it? Last time Fortimine came over, he left his journal. Of course, he has nothing to hide, and he's always open. I often benefit from his writing. He's smarter than he lets on.
On scribes and visions.
Okay.
The scribe of Valinor is a very important position, and one not to be taken lightly. Tasked with hearing and interpreting the visions of the seer or seeress, they bear a large mental burden. The spirits have their own language, and many visions are cryptic in nature. Though visions have become more clear over time, they started out as a mess of metaphors and confusion. It's almost as if, over many years, the realm of spirits has found ways to communicate more efficiently. This is interesting for many reasons. We must wonder if the realm of spirits is a physical entity, capable of growing and learning. There is no real explanation for this growing level of clarity in communication. It is widely believed that the realm of spirits hosts the souls of those who have left our world, but nobody has ever actually communicated with the dead or seen a long-lost loved one. Instead, these spirits grant visions of the future to those capable of witnessing them. Almost like a warning, they've helped keep Valinor safe, and Alestia by extension. Either way, because the visions have become more straightforward, the scribe is more of a ceremonial position. Rather than carrying any real weight, it is just an attempt to continue Valinor's tradition. Recently, Valinor has given the scribe their own protege, someone to take over if the worst should happen. For this reason, I study valiantly under Valessa. Fortem.
Fortem is what his name is. Okay. I really wish I could just hop back in bed. Hell yeah, that's me every day. But I guess I have responsibility. Shit! I hate responsibility. I should keep Mylus in the dark for much longer. Is there something I'm supposed to? It's a book on the true reach of the spirits. A very divisive topic and one that's always debated.
The true reach of spirits. It is a widely held belief that plant life is a container for spiritual energy. Because this energy is so pure, residents of forested areas tend to lead a happier and more fulfilling life. While many are frightened at the ability for the spirits to influence our mood, they have yet to do so in a negative fashion. To this end, many people actively seek out homes in areas surrounded by nature and this positive energy. Whether negative or positive, being influenced with unknown intent is concerning to many people. It seems to be tolerated simply because the power helps in a beneficial way. What if the realm of spirits were to lash out and make us aggressive or worse? What if they are conditioning our minds to slowly bend to their will? At that point, they could make us do any manner of bidding. This is the thought that also keeps many away from such areas of Alestia. But as there are numerous large cities, finding a home that suits your belief is far from impossible. Many ask the Triumvirate to speak on this, but they remain ever silent on the matter. Is it possible that not even our rulers know the true nature of the spirits and their reach?
Huh. Oh, oop. Sorry, bro, I didn't know.
The true reach of spirits.
Okay, so I got 2 books. I need 1 more, right? I was supposed to gather bags of grains for Mylus. Valinor is self-sustaining, and we take turns harvesting. But I think I have something more important to talk to him about. Do I only have like a few more clicks before they're about to visit the map for the first time? Click question mark. Oh, cool. So, one of my books on the creation of Alestia. August Villiers is one of the most famous scholars in the world. I tried to collect some of his works, but he wrote so much.
On Alestia's creation. There are many theories on when Alestia came into existence. None have any foolproof evidence and are merely based on personal belief and the conviction of the individual. The most popular, however, is the belief that the Triumvirate created our world. This theory is strengthened by the fact that no history or records of history exist prior to their rule. Therefore, the passage of time on our world is measured by how many years have passed since the first recording of known history, the Triumvirate's arrival. But, as the lack of evidence cannot be considered evidence itself, this is a topic of hot debate. The answer does not seem to be within our reach, and many scholars who dedicated their lives to this knowledge have since given up and moved on. As everyone on Alestia lives in a relative peace, these pursuits are considered a waste of time. If the Triumvirate truly did create our world, then we must thank them, for they are very generous and righteous gods. Perhaps one day, though, we will know the truth. Algus Veyer.
Veyer is what. Okay. So I got all 3 books, so I'm right? I'm good? The town looks so peaceful and so quiet. It's a far cry from the way I saw it last night. Hopefully the vision was far off and not impending. Okay, now how do I leave? Is this the door? This isn't much from my, this isn't much use from my Amari right now. I already grabbed the dress, that's all I need. Maybe I'll organize when it's a good chance. I guess I just go to my map, right? So I guess we go to Main Street? That's where the star— When I exit my house, I feel a wave of heat overtake me. Fuck! Oh, okay. The sun pierces through the canopy of Valenorth with fierce intensity. Some of the residents use makeshift fans, looking utterly exhausted. Fortimine, however, stands there unaffected with a huge smile on his face.
Wow, I didn't expect you to look that fancy. Nice dress. You're really pulling it off. You should do my wardrobe next time we go out.
Okay, honey.
Are you okay? You look a little shaken up. Are you nervous about the ceremony?
I had a concerning vision.
I see. Perhaps we should find Valessa first. It must have been bad if you're acting like this.
Oh, yeah.
But hold on. Just remember the basics.
What?
Visions are never foolproof. They're always full of errors. It's like looking at a painting. It's up to interpretation. Everyone who looks at it would walk away with something different.
You should have seen this bitch, because I don't think there was much in the way of interpretation on what the fuck is gonna happen to us.
Not that I have visions, I'm just trying to help. Valessa will make sense of everything you saw. I know.
Oh, why do I keep accidentally— Okay.
Not that I have visions, I'm just trying to help. Valessa will make sense of everything you saw. I know it. Sometimes visions make mountains out of mud piles.
It's so much worse.
Whoa, really? Scare me half to death, why don't you? Let's put everything on hold then, and get Valessa.
Yeah, please?
We're supposed to meet her in the town square. But if this is as bad as you say, you better tell me too. Not as a scribe in training, but as a friend. Got it?
Okay. You're more than a friend to me. Sorry I have to obey the rules. Or ask me to break sacred traditions. I'll have to play it by ear. You got it? Okay. You're more than a friend to me. I'm just gonna go full on. Let's try to smash this. I think he's a rabbit. Let's try to smash this rabbit. Okay, sorry I have to obey the rules. I think these icons— So the hearts are flirty. I think this means— Oh yeah, that's sad. From first suit vision, it just looked like 2 lines, but now I see it's crying. Pissed off. You're asking me to break our sacred tradition. No. I have to play it by ear. This is neutral. You got it. Hear me out. I know he's supposed to be, like, the second in command, right? So why wouldn't he be allowed to hear the visions if he's second in command? Like if Valessa just drops dead, like, he's the next one I have to tell, right? So, like, why can't I tell him? I don't know. I don't want to fuck up this bad. This This is too early for me to fuck all the way up, so I'll play it by ear.
Alright, I know how it is, and I understand. I know you wouldn't purposely put me in any danger, so whatever you end up doing, it's for the best, right?
Aw, I like you. You're cute.
Anyway, we should head to the town square. With this vision business, we'll have a busy day. Don't waste too much time, alright?
No problem, I will. Fortimine is now permanently joined your party. Hell yeah! A comrade joining your party also retroactively unlocks content. For example, you can bring Fortimine to your house and talk to him there. It's a good idea to form a habit of revisiting previous areas. Oh, okay, so let's go back and just see what this is about. Alright, here, let's see. I hope that Fortimine never has to step up as scribe. However, for the moment, the future seems very uncertain.
On scribe.
Oh, here we go.
Hey.
What do you think of my room? Do you like being a scribe and training?
It's pretty great, actually. Everything is given to me by Valanorth. Money, food, a house, you name it.
Damn!
I work with Valessa more than you, though. I'm kind of disappointed about that. We tend to roleplay real scenarios.
That's awesome.
She'll take on your role, and I'll take on hers. Playing a scribe for a scribe. Best possible training. Unfortunately, I doubt I'll ever be a real one.
Hey, based on our vision, you have a 50-50 chance, friend. Do I get input on who my scribe is?
I don't think there's any protocol for that. But I assume Mylus has the final word there. Or whoever the elder is at any given time. Sometimes you just have to go with the flow. But I hope you're not trying to say Valessa is bad. Is there something I'm not seeing here?
No. Well, technically yes, because I saw a lot of I'd prefer to you. She's fine, more than fine. Oh no, I was just curious.
Oh, I guess I jumped to conclusions again. I really need to stop doing stuff like that. I hope I was able to help your curiosity, though.
It's not your fault, you're a rabbit. Of course you jumped to stuff.
We have to obey the rules set in stone by Valanorth. I'm just happy that we all get along with each other. This trio could have been a lot worse if you ask me.
Yep. How long have you been in training?
About 5 years less than Valessa. After the Triumvirate took over Mazeo, we were scared. So I think it was a worst-case scenario type of thing. Some people say that Mylus' father trained him too. That's why he was able to take over so easily. That means he's like me, but for the position of elder.
Fair enough. What happened to Zeo? Let's hope nothing ever happens to Valessa.
That would be awful. We're definitely like a small family here. I couldn't live without either of you.
Aw, you're so cute!
I feel weird, existing as a failsafe. But I'm free to do much more in my spare time. I love this position, and I'm glad to know both of you.
What do you do in your spare time?
Well, I really love climbing trees. Aside from that, I love reading and cleaning. It's a simple life here. But I have no problem with it.
Wait, you like cleaning? Here's my house, bitch, go! You're my employee, right? You go clean that shit up.
I have a lot of time off. Way more than Valessa. Honestly, I think I only do half of what she does. Just means I need to keep myself occupied. If you see me with cuts and bruises, don't freak out. I'm pushing myself to the limits, climbing bigger trees. Before you know it, I'll be on top of the grand tree.
Don't hurt. Sounds fun. Maybe I'll join you.
Wait, seriously? That sounds awesome. I'll have to choose something easy then. I don't want to throw you right into it. Valanorth needs you, and I won't screw that up. But it might be fun having an apprentice to teach.
Hell yeah! Ever thought about a job on the side?
I don't think I'm really allowed to do that. The training I go through is already mentally exhausting. I need to devote my spare time to blowing off steam.
Fair enough.
Of course, this is under Mylus orders. I'm sure I could handle something if I really wanted, but getting in trouble with him really isn't worth it.
Fair. What would you do if you could... What would you do if you could?
To be honest, I just like helping people. So probably cleaning up here and there, keeping tidy. I consider a day successful if I've made someone else smile.
Aww.
Maybe I could be a problem solver or something. People always need some help, so I'd never go bored. It would always involve something new and exciting. Of course, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Mylus says I'm not allowed to do any extra work. Training has to be my most important focus.
Fair enough. Under the table work prostitution? What? No,
That sounds awesome. It really does. But I'd never hear the end of it from Mylus. If I overload my brain with work, I'll slip up. He says I always need to be at the ready. Unfortunately, that leads to a lot of waiting around. Who would have thought too much spare time is an issue?
Not me.
That's why I do things I can always cut short. Climbing a tree? Just hop down and try again later. Cleaning? Just stop. The mess isn't going anywhere.
I know it. It's pretty harsh, Mylus.
I could think of much worse things to do. Considering that, it's not too bad on my end. My life is simple, and there's some beauty in that.
Yep.
You and Valessa always seem so busy. I'd rather stay in my situation than be overworked. I'm sure you cope with it, but I doubt I could.
Fair.
I hope I never have to step up either. That would mean something terrible happened to Valessa. I don't even want to think about that. Let's move on.
Yep. Okay, have you ever thought about quitting?
Oh no, I could never do that to you. You need me, and all of Valenorth needs me. I'm not as important, but I'm still important.
Yep.
We're almost as important as the Elder, actually. He even looks to us for guidance sometimes. I love the job. It just has some downsides. I wouldn't mind leaving Valenorth one day, but that's probably just because I'm not allowed to. You know what they say about wanting what you can't have.
Fair enough. Do you like living in Val?
Yeah, it's great here. Sometimes I wish I could leave, but it's dangerous out there. Mazeo is the closest city, and we all know what happened there. Baltilis would be way too cold for me, and Dalarinthia would be way too warm. I think we have it perfect right here.
Oh yeah, thank God, because I want to know more about the other cities.
It's really far up north. The Triumvirate is stationed there. I've heard their castle is amazing. But I don't think too many people live there. From what I've read, it's full of their most loyal subjects. So they're honor guard, and prospective generals. I've heard they have a grand library, though. In Valenorth, my reading material is really limited. I'd say a library like that makes up for the cold.
Fair North? Fair enough.
The tribal lands, to the far east. I know very little about Dalarinthia, except that it's hot. You have to be really strong to live in a place like that.
So
And
Texas.
that's who lives there mostly. They take strength very seriously, and hold tournaments. Fighting is a big deal. It determines who holds the throne. But there's barely any books on it here. I'm really only educated on Valenorth and Mazeo. Maybe someone else could teach you about Dalarinthia.
Okay, then tell me about Mazeo.
It's the trade hub of Valestia, full of docks and ships. I really hate talking about this, so I'll make it quick. It's been over 20 years since the Triumvirate occupied it. They put a trade ban in effect as soon as they did. It doesn't affect me too much, except for a type of apple. My parents used to treat me with them when I was younger. Hopefully one day they remove the stupid ban. They say it keeps order on things, but I'm not sure. More laws just means more rules to break, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Mazeo is a really interesting place. Everyone said the force they used to occupy it was justified. Eliminating piracy and bringing the law to Mazeo was necessary.
Uh-huh. Maybe one day we'll get to leave.
That would be cool, but I highly doubt it. We have strict orders to remain in Valenorth at all times, and Mylus isn't the type of guy to let anyone break the rules.
I want to see what this
It's been
Mylus
this
guy
way for
looks like.
thousands of years. I don't think we'll get any special treatment. I mean, we can dream, but it won't really go anywhere.
I'm pretty hopeful, quite the pest. I'm hopeful.
Oh yeah?
Let's go.
What makes you think that? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to get my hopes up. It took me long enough to come to terms with it the first time.
Fair. Okay. So I guess that's... So I got all the books. I checkmark talked to him. I'm guessing we're supposed to go where the star is, so let's go. The town square is serene and peaceful like usual. A far cry from how I saw it last night's vision. I take a deep breath and relax. We're all safe.
Hey, nice to see you.
There we are.
I'm starting to worry you might be late. Thankfully, we still have time to spare.
She runs up to me and gives me a tight hug. Thank you. A glance over at Fortimine, he appears embarrassed.
Oh my, is this a hint of romance I see? And in public too? People will start to talk.
Shut it, Fortum. Nobody asked you. I was just excited to see the Cirrus. Remember how special today is?
At least ask before hugging me. She's enthusiastic. So what if there's something between us? I don't comment on... She's just enthusiastic.
I'm happy for you too. I was gonna hug you, I swear.
Uh-huh.
But I guess there's more important matters at hand. Sorry for getting sidetracked. I'm all over the place. Do your thing. I'll be waiting over there by the tank.
He runs off to the water tank and rests against it. He's definitely out of earshot so I could talk to Valessa. We need to meet up with Mylus so they can hear about my vision.
I swear, Fortum can be so insufferable. Be glad you don't work with him as much as I do. He keeps things interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, he's kind of annoying. Hey, don't be too harsh on the guy. I think I got a thing for him. Can't we all... Should I? Can't we all just get along? Or actually, I kind of have a thing for him. Eeny, meeny, money, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mom told me to pick the very best one, and you are it. Okay, so this one. Can't we all just get along?
Of course we can. We're best friends. I was just poking fun. Aren't we supposed to do that? Jeez, something about this doesn't add up at all. Fortum would never willingly walk away from us. He'd only do that if he's not allowed to listen in. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but you had a vision, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I knew something was off. You seemed different. I didn't want to bring it up, but now I know why.
Yep.
Should we go to the Grand Tree then? It might be good to discuss this in private. If I tell the villagers, they won't bother us.
No, we need to get to Mylus and fast.
Whoa, you're starting to creep me out, Cirrus. Involving the Elder? That's very serious.
Fuck yeah, it is!
But I trust your judgment. I really do. Let's grab Fortum and head to Mylus' place. If it's actually that bad, you should be there with us. Just promise me one thing. Do your best to keep calm. Some of the villagers are already looking your way. If they see you freaking out, they'll freak out too.
Well, if it was up to me, I would have been ringing that bell. Everybody get the fuck out of here! So fine, I guess. I'm not sure how I can look so freaked out. My face never changes. Valessa has now permanently joined your party. Okay. We enter Mylus' house with an aura of purpose. Though they didn't know what I saw, they knew it was important. We see him shuffling papers at his table, oblivious to our existence.
Hey, Mylus. We need to have a word.
He doesn't seem to respond and continues his business. Fortimine seems anxious and taps his foot on the floor. A few minutes later, Valessa gives up and interjects.
Mylus, snap out of it. We need to talk about something important.
She slams her fist down on the table, startling Mylus. I want to see what this dude looks like! He jumps back a few feet in fright, then laughs. Whatever he was looking at, it fully engrossed him.
You know what they say about death, right? When we die, we go on to live in the realm of spirits. With that logic, spiritual energy should be infinite.
Who the starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
What? I'm not really sure how to
Yeah.
respond to that. I mean, we've had seers and scribes for thousands of years. I'm pretty sure we'll have them for thousands more to come.
Wouldn't that be beautiful? Sorry for rambling, but we should all have a seat. I'm afraid things aren't going to go as planned.
Yeah. He motions to the back of his house, a carpeted area. With no chairs in sight, it looks like we'd be sitting on the floor. We made our way over there, questioning what he meant.
I think we were going to say the same thing to you. I mean, the Seers had a vision last night. A big one. Hopefully we have enough time to get through all of this.
Well, unfortunately, I'm past the point of subtlety. So, in the interest of time, I'll get right to it. The induction ceremony is henceforth cancelled.
Okay.
What? You can't be serious. You hype us all up and take it away?
Damn.
There better be an explanation for this.
Fortimine was fuming with anger and very upset. I guess Mylus was right, plans have changed. But the timing along with my vision was odd.
What's going on here, Mylus?
I'm afraid that's a very complicated answer. Let's back things up a few moments. Cirrus, tell us about the vision you had.
I take a deep breath as we all sit down. That was the moment I told them everything. How Valinor was destroyed by the triumvirate. I told them about the blaze and the agony. About the man who led the attack had a mythical blade. Not only did it kill Yorick, it killed me as well. When I finished my story, I was met with silence. Wait, did we snitch on the fact that we know that the blade is here and that Mylus needs to start singing real quick? When I finished my story, I'm met with silence. They look amongst themselves in shock and confusion. That's fine, it was a lot to process all at once. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just as I expected. It was only a matter of time before you saw it. That is, if the spirits truly cared about our protection.
Wait, slow down a minute. How do we know nothing was lost in translation? Remember how abstract visions are known to be?
I can confirm that an attack is imminent. Besides, Valessa, you know visions aren't like that. The spirits have gotten strong enough. That's no longer an issue.
Yeah.
But this can't be true.
Yep, we all about to die!
It is. And unfortunately, it's just the start. But there are still some important matters at hand. Before I send you off, I'll tell you everything.
He smiles at each of us before taking a deep breath. I notice large bags under his eyes, signs of unrest. He must have been living with this secret for a while.
I didn't want to tell you until you needed to know. I'm just lucky that this vision waited until I was ready. The Triumvirate wants to occupy Valinorth, as they did Mazeo. I know what you three lost in Mazeo, and I'm sorry, but what they plan to bring to Valinorth is far, far worse. Punishment for my father's involvement with the rebellion.
Just like that, empty armor seemed to imply. So Valinor did have something to do with the rebellion. And it wasn't just during Mylus' short reign either.
We're supposed to be nonpartisan.
Yeah, that's our whole deal. Why would your father do that to us?
I'll never forgive you, Mylus. Your father is responsible for all of this? He betrayed Valinor the moment he helped them.
Understandable, but this is not my fault. Surely you know about my father's disappearance. But have you heard the stories of the recent rebel victory?
Rebel victory?
The blade that the seeress mentioned. It was taken from the Triumvirate. Without it, they are weak and vulnerable. But it was not an easy feat to accomplish. In their pursuit of the blade, many people died, including the leader of the rebellion itself. The new leader, Damek, sent it here for safekeeping. I hid it in the grand tree where no one would find it. I want you to take it and seek out Damek in Mazeo.
Hey, slow down. This makes sense to you, but it's all a blur to us. Your father was one of the men that died to get this blade?
Indeed he was, Fortem. The rebel leader's death, my father's disappearance, I'm afraid those are intricately connected.
You mean?
Yes, I do. My father didn't work with the rebellion.
Hey.
He created it. The first allegiance in Valinorth's entire history.
Damn.
Whoa.
he formed an allegiance with insurgents in Mazeo. Together, they grew and created a large army, large enough to steal the Triumvirate's sacred blade.
I don't understand why he'd do that. We're fine on our own. We always have been.
Times are changing and leaving us behind. I'm afraid that Valenorth is a dying culture, Valessa. What I am about to tell you must not leave this room.
What is it?
You know of Salberg, right? How it houses the spirit idol of Valenorth.
Uh-huh.
Yes, of course. But it's been blocked off for a long time. I've never gone to see a spirit idol in person.
I'm afraid it might remain that way. Cirrus, on the eve of your birth, it went dark. Valenorth is living unlimited spiritual energy.
Ah, shit, we about to die!
There's no way I believe that, Mylus. Our connection with the spirits is eternal.
I wish that were the case, Fortem. It pains me to say this, but it's true. You are the last Cirrus we shall ever have.
Oh, shit! No pressure, huh?
Normally, the spirit idol chooses a child. That child is imparted with a surge of spiritual energy. When they pass away, it does the same to the next generation. But you, Cirrus, it gave everything to you. Like the spirit realm is making one final push. I don't know why, but I have my theories.
It sounds like the spirits have given up on us. Perhaps we took their gift for granted and abused them. Without that idol and their energy, what will happen to us?
We better figure it out.
I expect that Valenorth will become like any other nation. We'll take history into our own hands, rather than act on guidance. It's not a bad thing, and I don't think the spirits gave up on us. In fact, I think it's the opposite. They're placing all of their hope on us, the Cirrus, and that blade can save us all.
Back to that blade again? What does that have to do with all of this?
I mean, bitch, you heard how it literally was sucking the soul out of people. I think that's important.
It's not an ordinary blade, as you've been told. In order to harness it, you need remarkable strength. Or, in other words, a vast amount of spiritual energy. Cirrus, I think the spirits chose you to wield this blade. To take it, join the rebels in Mazeo, and defeat the Triumvirate. I know this is asking a lot of you, but we always follow their lead.
Alright.
Valenorth may be attacked, but we can rebuild from the ashes. Our true goal here should be the destruction of the Triumvirate. History should be in our hands, not in the hands of unjust gods.
Fair. Y'all gonna say something, or is it just all me?
So that's why your father formed this alliance? To take control of our history in the spirit's absence? And to make sure the Triumvirate doesn't dictate our future?
He wanted to strengthen our bonds with outsiders as well. Without visions, we have to take things as they come. Foresight helped us out, but we won't always have it. What we do have, however, is the potential of the Cirrus. I think that's why he sacrificed himself to get this blade. He knew that you'd be able to wield it and achieve liberation. Please, take the blade and flee to Mazeo. When the ceremony is supposed to start, I'll tell the people. They're all rounding up, so it'll be easy to evacuate.
Fair enough.
We might be a bit behind, but we'll meet in Mazeo. There's lots to plan, and little time to plan it. We'll need new homes and blades for any volunteers. As far as I can tell, this is not up for debate. If you think it is, then consider it an order from your elder. Leave as soon as you are able, and we'll meet again soon.
He stands up and walks away. Moments later, he's back to his usual business. Alright, so, he's basically saying either you do this or you do this. So, I guess we better do this. We exchange glances at one another, overwhelmed.
Listen, I'm gonna try and be the voice of reason here. Mylus said a lot of stuff, and it could be true or false. But if an attack is coming, we should go either way. Especially if there's a weapon we can use. I think we should grab it from the Grand Tree first. Again, not siding with anyone here, just using logic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. We do the same thing, even if Mylus didn't tell us to. Find something to defend ourselves with, and leave Valenworth.
I'm down, let's go!
But he said the spirits gave you all their power? And they cut their influence from Valenworth for good? This changes Alestia's entire history, not just our actions.
Yeah.
I can't say I fully understand, but it makes sense. Mylus' father foresaw all this and took action. I feel hatred, but at the same time, I feel hope.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta take things as they come.
Let's take this one step at a time, Valessa. We'll grab the weapon and make our way out of here. The rest can fall into place as we move on.
Hell yeah. We nod and we stand up as well. With an attack on the way, we had to move. Mylus would take care of evacuating everyone else. If we got that blade first, Sylvie couldn't use it.
So, to the Grand Tree then? I'll try to maintain one modicum of sanity.
Yeah.
It's not like our lives were just turned around.
I mean, as a former pro tag of several other games, I gotta say, thus far, we're on a scale of 1 being absolutely, like, cuddle bunny cute, nothing scary, and 10 being, oh my god, I literally just shit myself. On that scale, everything that happens, we're on like a 3 or a 4, okay? The stakes are not, they don't feel that high to me yet. I know that they're supposed to be high, but they don't feel that high to me yet. So, I'm pretty level-headed in this situation. Let's just get that blade and get the fuck out, man.
I'm sure we'll manage as long as we're together. I'm not giving up on any of you. I promise. There's nothing we can't do if we all pitch in. Let's go to the Grand Tree and get that blade.
Haha, yeah, let's go. Huzzah! Alright, we'll go in the next episode. Anyway, so we were able to talk to Mylus. Mylus fessed up that his father was actually the creator of the rebellion. Surprise, surprise. So we were able to speak about our vision. We flirted a little bit with Rabbit Boy. I'm feeling things starting to pick up naturally. It is still very much the beginning. So we're gonna go get this blade from the Grand Tree, go to Museo, and we'll see what happens from there. I'm really excited to see where this is all going. I'm really enjoying the art, the music, the voice acting. It's all been great so far. If you like what you see, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you can see my content in the future. Also, while you're here, if you have any game suggestions or you just want to say hi, leave it down in the comment section below. I'm Daisy Hyena, and I'll catch y'all in the next vid.